Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the show. I am the host, T Money. Today, I'm going to be doing my recap on the Bears and the Vikings. So the Bears ended up walking away with another close victory, 19-17. So let's get straight to it, man. So in the first quarter, Vikings get ball first. On the 3rd and 3, Vikings go 3 and out on an overthrown ball to Justin Jefferson. So the Bears come out on their first play, ended up being a pitch handoff to Swift, a 1-yard rush. And on the 3rd and 9, the Bears go 3 and out, an incomplete pass to Odunze. So both teams struggling to really get the ball upfield. Vikings come out on the 3rd and 7, an incomplete pass to Jordan Addison as the ball slips out. So it was a lot of drop passes this game. And the Vikings go 3 and out. And on the 3rd and 9, the Bears go 3 and out on an overthrown pass to DJ Moore. Now, the Vikings ended up coming out on the first down, ended up getting an 18-yard reception by Justin Jefferson, kind of trying to build that momentum early on because both teams was really struggling on offense. And Aaron Jones ended up getting a 14-yard rush for a first down. But on the 3rd and 6, ended up being an incomplete pass to Aaron Jones. So the Vikings had to settle for a 31-yard field goal, 3-0 as the Vikings score first. Now, the Bears come out, nearly fumbled the ball on the handoff. It kind of was a miscommunication on the handoff, from Caleb to DeAndre Swift. Ended up losing about 15 yards. But they get it back on a 24-yard completion by Odunze. Get to the 3rd and 1. And that ended the quarter. So the Bears open up the second quarter. Ended up going 3 and out. Incomplete pass by Luther Burden. Another drop pass. Then the Vikings come out, go 3 and out on the 3rd and 4. Incomplete pass to Aaron Jones. So both teams early on had struggles with just getting that momentum and that flow of the offense going. Then the Bears come out on the 3rd and 3. A pitch screenplay to DJ Moore got them a first down in the 1st and goal. And Kyle Manungai scores first for the Bears with a rushing touchdown for 1 yard. And the score ended up being 7-3. Now, the Bears on their opening drive in the second quarter had 15 plays for 74 yards and a touchdown. So the Vikings come out on the 1st and 10. J.J. McCarthy ended up throwing an interception to Kevin Byard. Now, this is Kevin Byard's 5th interception. So the Bears come out trying to score off that turnover on the 3rd and 5. Caleb almost gets sacked but was forced to throw the ball away, and the Bears were forced to kick a 38-yard field goal, and the score ended up being 10-3 after the interception by Byard. And the Vikings come out on the 3rd and 6. The Bears bring a blitz, but J.J. McCarthy completes the pass to Justin Jefferson on the in-cut route for a first down. Then ended up being a holding on the defense, and the Vikings ended up getting another first down. So with 42 seconds left, J.J. McCarthy throws his second interception to Deshaun Wright. And to end the second quarter, the Bears were up 10-3. So at the half, Caleb Williams was 7 for 16 with 72 yards. J.J. McCarthy was struggling this game, 10 for 19, 74 yards, 2 interceptions. So coming out in that third quarter, Bears had the ball, 2nd and 11, a completion to Rome Odunze on the 17 yards as the O-line pushed Odunze to get this first down. And on the 3rd and 5, ended up being a run play for Homer, but a loss of 5 yards. And the Bears kick a 54-yard field goal, and the score ended up being 13-3. So the Vikings come out on the 3rd and 2, get a false start on the offense, push them back to a 3rd and 7, and the Vikings go 3 and out on an incomplete pass to Justin Jefferson. Another ball that was just thrown too high. And the Bears come out on the 3rd and 8, ended up getting a flag, illegal formation on Rome Odunze. So up until this point in the third quarter, the Bears have 4 penalties for 30 yards. So the Bears were pushed back to 3rd and 13. Ended up being a complete pass to Luther Burden, the rookie, for a first down. Then Caleb ended up rushing for a first down. So we kind of see that dual threat that Caleb is. And it ended up being a first down. Then on the 1st and 10, an 18-yard reception to DJ Moore. And on the first down, then we ended up getting another first down by the tight end Cole Kmet. And on the 3rd and 3, the Bears were forced to throw the ball away as Caleb was pressured. The Bears go 3 and out, settle for a 33-yard field goal. So on this drive, the Bears had 10 plays for 65 yards, and the score ended up being 16-3 after the 33-yard field goal by Santos. So the Vikings come out this third quarter on the 2nd and 2. The ball is nearly intercepted again as Jaquan Brisker and Tyreek Stevenson ended up running into each other as they tried to intercept this ball, and it was an injury timeout after that. And on the 3rd and 2, ended up being another incomplete pass to Justin Jefferson, another drop pass. So the Vikings, J.J. McCarthy, the rookie, really struggled this game. And the Bears had the ball with just a minute left, and at the end of the 3rd quarter, the score was 16-3. In the beginning of the 4th quarter, on 3rd and 11, Caleb ended up getting sacked. This was just one of those plays. He's just holding the ball for too long. I don't know why. And the Bears ended up going 3 and out. So the Bears punt the ball to Miles Price, an undrafted rookie, ended up returning the punt for 41 yards, which ended up building some momentum for the Vikings offense. So the Vikings come out on a 2nd and 2, and Jordan Mason ended up getting a rushing touchdown for 16 yards. So that punt return by Price ended up finding up the Vikings, and they ended up scoring off of it. And the score ended up being 16-10. Now, this is the problem with the Bears on defense sometimes. They let these leads slip away. The Bears came out, ended up rushing the ball 3 straight times. DeAndre Swift, 9 yards, 11 yards, and another 9-yard rush from Swift. And on the 3rd and 2, Swift gets stopped short of the first down, and the Bears were forced to kick another field goal, a 45-yard field goal, which ended up being no good by Cairo Santos. After the missed field goal, the score was 16-10. So on the Vikings come out on the 2nd and 7. Jordan Addison was targeted again, ended up dropping a pass again. Up until this point in the 4th quarter, the Vikings had 5 drop passes today. And the Vikings ended up coming out going 3 and out. Then the Bears on the 2nd and 14, wide open DJ Moore ended up dropping the pass. On the 3rd and 14, Colson Loveland ended up getting a first down on a reception. On the 3rd and 19, the Vikings bring a blitz and a 13-yard gain by Kyle Manungai, but unfortunately he was short 5 more yards. And the Bears on the 4th and 5 tried to get the Vikings to jump off sides. No one went for it, and the Bears was forced to go 3 and out. So the Vikings ended up coming out on the 2nd and 7. J.J. McCarthy gets a first down by T.J. Hockenson on a choice route. And on the 3rd and 4, Montez Sweat pressures the quarterback, tips the pass, ended up being an incomplete pass, and it ended up being a 2-minute warning in the 4th quarter. So after the 2-minute warning on the 4th and 4, the Bears bring another blitz, and Jordan Addison ended up catching the ball for a first down. So after that, on the 1st and 10, Jordan Addison ended up getting another reception. This time it ended up being for a touchdown as the Vikings went up 16-17. And this is just what you don't want to happen. Having a lead on this game and then to slip away, this is what you don't want to happen. So the Vikings on their run ended up going 5 for 5 for 55 yards and a touchdown by Jordan Addison. And the score ended up being 16-17. So the Vikings punt, Devin Duvernay ended up returning the punt for 54 yards. So after the Vikings built momentum off they punt return, the Bears did the same thing. So we ran the ball all the way till we got to a 3rd and 8. And Swift ended up getting to a 4th and 1, 7-yard rush for 7 yards. And at the 40-yard field goal line, Cairo Santos wins the game as he ended up kicking a 40-yard field goal, and the Bears win 19-17. So at the end of that game, Caleb Williams went 16 for 32, 193 yards. J.J. McCarthy 16 for 32, 150 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. So make sure you like, share, subscribe, leave a comment. Let me know what you guys think about the game. I will see y'all next time.